Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a pair of teams who rank in the top 10 in total yards and believe they can move the ball against any defense. It's the Jets going up against the Steelers. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Petty now. His first pass is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First carry for Matt Forte. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Here's the Jets punter, Ryan Quigley, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Marcus Wheaton. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Yeah, the Jets D, they call out a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. Here's Bell. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Calvin Pryor's exactly what you're looking for in a safety who polices the middle of the field.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Not only did they drop it, looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful is know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is right through. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And that's complete to Jesse James. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field. Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Black 20.
Green, the tight end, in motion. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's Petty. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little thing else. They just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think he can. That'll bring up second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the D play the ball really well, it's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
Just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend there?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Roethlisberger, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, this is Forte. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Petty now. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's a first down for the Jets.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Bud Dupree. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to fire one deep. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. The The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And, the ball's out. Forte loses it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 180. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. In motion left comes Bryant. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. And having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Bell looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. 2 yards to go here on third down. Here's Petty. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Petty now. And Marshall's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give them 18 on that one. And it's first down, New York. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and
he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And caught right side, Green. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
He's got his man here. It's Green. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins, the rookie from Georgia, from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Here we go. Flag 20. Flag 54. Hurry up, let's go. Under pressure.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Forte, the lone running back. Here's Petty, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Couple of Jets there in on the stop, and they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
3rd down and 8 now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Petty now. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They got 29 yards that time. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business.
I really enjoy your content and stuff. I would like for you to check out my channel, and if you like it, subscribe, as I do 0 giveaways every one.
Left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He can't break. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. Now, on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And the wideout in motion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
3 down. Here we go. 230. 58 to the right.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And New York set to take the field. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Here's Petty. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground. It didn't go in the other direction.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best.
On the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Caught Safarian Jenkins, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Forte. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Finding time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A give to the fullback on the dive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Petty now. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Anunua's got it, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And he motions the wide receiver. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
No move for the kicker. They'll still go for two, this time from the 12. Petty will look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's one.